sugar for the way you sing. Up and down and out on gin. You lost your way, but you found my door. And now you're drowning here on my hardwood floor.
I'm Daniel, I'm the guitar player in My Baby. I'm from New Zealand. That's me. Next.
I am Kato. I'm My Baby. No, I'm the singer and guitar player of My Baby. We come from Amsterdam, and this is my brother.
I'm the brother Joost. Some people call me Shaik, and I play the drums.
Welcome to Serbia.
Glad to be here.
This is your first time here?
Very first time in Serbia. Was in the mountains yesterday. I can't remember the name of the place.
Drvenik.
Yes. Fun place out in the mountains. It's beautiful, beautiful country.
Koliko dugo niste bila u Srbiji?
Pa nisam bila, znaš ono, ne znam kad smo posljednji put prošle godine svirali, ali između, eto još jednom, da dođem inkognito ovdje i uživam u gradu.
Jel dolaziš ovdje samo kad imaš svirku ili nekad dođeš samo?
Ne, dolazim i ovako privatno dolazim, ali uvijek je to kratko.
Tell me something more about your beings. How did you get each other?
Well, I came back from New Zealand 10 years ago to Amsterdam. And we went to start a band, not this band, but another band where she also was singing in. So we played together for 7 years, and this band is a split off. We started this band 2-3 years ago.
My very first musical influence started in the church. Granted, I didn't really grow up in the church very much, but growing up, we had an organ player named Paul. I remember his first name, but I can't remember his last name, but he's an awesome organ player. And I was inspired by that. And then from there, got into Stevie Wonder as a kid. And then, because my father liked Stevie Wonder a lot. And then by the time I was in the 3rd or 4th grade, I discovered Kiss. The band Kiss. So I wanted to be Kiss when I grew up and play guitar and play Kiss. So I started to do that. And then, so I wanted to play guitar. So I tried out guitar. Didn't quite work out for me. And then I discovered the band Rush. Geddy Lee, the bass player Rush, has inspired me to play bass, and then from there, you know, the rest is history.
We were first in a sort of soul music band, and the three of us really liked that. But after these years, we had to sort of come to the core of the music, and just starting to make the music we actually wanted to make. I don't know, our own songs, and so our own first record of the three of us. And this guy, we just, you know, we are brother sister, but he feels like our other brother from another mother.
Like a musical brother, yeah.
A musical brother, yeah, to us. So, yeah, I cannot imagine being in a band or playing music without those two guys, because I think it was 10 years ago when we started playing together. So it's.
That's always a hard question, because we don't even think about why we play together or why.
Yeah, but every time some magic happens when you're.
Yeah.
We just don't know better. But we started to make this record because we wanted to hear this kind of music. And it's also hard to describe what kind of music it is, but we wanted to hear this, and that's why you should start making music like.
And we heard the same thing in our heads. You know, we hear the same kind of grooves and the same kind of.
It's
songs.
based upon old blues music and old music, but we made our own blend.
Volio bih jedno pitanje da ti postavimo onako sa tvojih ranih početaka, samo da čujem. Ti si počela...
Time u Novom Sadu.
Time, je li tako?
Tu smo počeli. Pa počeli smo u boksu, naravno. Počeli smo u Domu omladine i NS Time-u, to su bili dobri koncerti, onako haš... Koje, 96. 7. 8. otprilike. Tako da, eto, fantastičan band, sjajna publika, eto, onda od tada je prošlo dosta godina, onako ja sam malo promenjala gradove, bila sam u Amsterdamu, pa sam bila malo u Los Angelesu, pa sam u New Orleansu i konačno sam završila u Memphisu i eto, tamo sam već 3 godine. Nije bilo baš planirano, ali eto, dobra muzika, dobri studiji, dobri muzičari i eto.
Then you met Ana Popovic.
You know, I remember when I met Ana Popovic.
Ne?
You know, you ever have one of those friends that you just known forever? You just don't remember where you met, but you just always have known them. So I was in a different band, a different touring band. You know, we toured Europe, we toured America, and we'll always intersect at different festivals. You know, I'll stand and listen to her band, she'll stand and listen to my band, we'll talk, and, you know, we became friends. And then, you know, I got the call from her saying, hey, you know, I don't have a bass player anymore, would you be interested? I'm like, of course, you're my girl, I can't turn you down. So there I am.
This part of Europe, we've never even been on holiday, so it's the first time. And well, yesterday we were in Bratislava and had a gig in a museum. It was a very funny gig and nice people, and we're getting treated very well.
Oh, when you're on tour, you just meet people you would otherwise would not meet. You know, when you're just on holiday, it's so different. You just come with a purpose to do something, to give the music to another group of people.
Especially
it's very
small tours, because if you do a big stadium, you also don't really meet people if you do big tours.
No,
so we really love to tour around and also get inspiration from music and to know what different crowds and different countries is. We get a lot of inspiration.
How people react, you know, in different countries. And like last night, everyone that was there, they bought a CD. You know, that doesn't happen a lot in Holland. That everyone at the gig, it was just standing in line to buy a CD. You know, and it's like, wow, these people are great. I like them.
Yeah, they just show this interest, you know,
and clapping, you know, yeah.
That's what you do it for. But we already, like last year, we said to ourselves, you know, we want to travel as much as possible and go to as many places as we can, you know, to spread the music, but also for it's inspiring to do that, to meet new people. And,
we're just staying in Amsterdam, you know. You know that already. We've been there for ages and playing so much. And
also for music, if you play every week, well, then. People can see you every week, and if you travel a lot, you're only there for once in a couple of months, and then they start to go to your gigs again.
How was your first impressions when you came in Serbia?
It's very different from what I expected, you know, because you get here from the airport and then you go through the countryside and you see a lot of rural area, you see cows, chickens, and all this stuff rolling around. And then you come here and it's very metropolitan. So, it's like a lot of different things to experience, but I'm only here for 2 days, so not much I can really get a chance to check out.
Yeah, but it's nice feeling. First impressions is good.
All right. I like the old part of Serbia. I'm sorry, the old part of Belgrade, because we're in the new part, which is okay, but I like European with the old buildings, the old culture. Yeah, so that's my favorite stuff. Traditional stuff. Exactly. We don't have so much of that stuff in America,
We heard so many good stories about Serbia. I have some friends from Serbia and some Dutch friends who went to live in Belgrado, and after years of hearing these stories, you get the opportunity to come to Serbia, and really looking forward to it. So
how many?
First day. We just got out of the bus, and now we're here with you. That's really nice.
Yeah.
So, what's your experience about people from Serbia? You met them in Amsterdam, or?
Yeah, you have a Serbian friend as well.
Several, we know some people, but
Nebojš.
Yeah,
I have to say his name correct. So he's been traveling now with us for 2 days, and so it's very good to have someone, a Serbian guy, with you, as a guide for us. He knows just how everything works, and we're all just looking out of the windows in the car, and
it's very nice being here. After all these stories, to actually finally be here and see it and meet the people, and You know, I have shopping list from my friend. You know, he said bring back some rakia because you don't have that. Yeah, of course. So then I have a shopping list. You know, I have to go to the shop tomorrow and get rakia.
You cannot come back without it. No, you will.
But these kind of things, you know, it makes it all
What's your
interesting. Yeah.
What's your favorite rakia?
I don't know. I'm not. My friend knows all about the rakia, but I still have to be introduced.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find out.
Yeah.
It's made of gold. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you recommend something?
I don't know. Šljivovica.
Shio?
Šljivovica.
That's the only one I know. Yeah.
Šljivovica.
Yeah.
Well, expectations are high.
Yeah, you have to try different things to know what is perfect for you.
We've got
Just don't mix it. You can drink, you know.
Yeah.
It's pure. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, friends. I want me a drink of gin. I said good morning, friends. I want me a drink of gin. Cause I told me this morning when the revenue man be back again.
Why my baby?
Everybody's singing about my babe. Like if you listen to old blues records and all, my baby. Yeah, who's my baby? We are my baby.
Well, now they're all about us, you know, all these songs. Yeah, they're all
Sometimes
singing about.
people
They didn't know they were actually singing about us, and now we just feel that whole gap, that whole big question is revealed. The answer's there.
The answer's there. Even Justin Bieber's singing about us. I
Yeah.
mean, it's incredible. Yeah, we would have never have thought about that.
Greetings from Rivera.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
it started out as an old blues reference, you know, like it's an American invention from the 19th century, and it's been involved in popular culture for more than 100 years, and somehow it's stuck.
When people
I don't know
were
why,
getting
but
loose, not in like marriage, or they were just getting sort of.
We don't like marriage.
unless there's true love involved.
Yeah,
of
course, you can do that. But
If
when
you believe in
when things are just getting a bit loose, they would say like, "Oh, that's my baby." It's not, it's someone, some other free person.
And of course, your band is your baby. It's like that's your darling.
Can you maybe introduce Ana Popovic in few words, maybe?
Groovy. Groovy. And she's that's my word. I call her groovy. And and she's she knows what she wants, which is important because we're doing sound checks. Okay, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, which is important. Because being a musician, especially someone who can convey what they need out of you, it makes my job easier because I can say, okay, well, this is what she wants, and I can do my best to my ability to give her what she wants, So, I mean, so far, she's been very easy to work with, great on the road, and she's an awesome guitar player.
You know, for Ana Popovic, she's our famous blues guitarist and player.
Yeah.
Ana Popovic, beautiful.
I think last night someone told me about it.
Yeah. I've heard that.
First time when I played your video and when I saw you playing guitar and sing, I meant in my head, this is second Ana Popovic,
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, I should look that up. Yeah, I'm
Ana
gonna
Pop-
check that.
Yeah. Who knows? One day maybe you should contact her. Maybe you will go one day with her or on tour.
Oh, great.
That could be awesome.
Yeah.
Ekipa sa tobom koja će svirati večeras?
Da, ovo će biti šestočlani bend. Da, imam devetočlani bend, imam četvoročlani bend, ovo je šestočlani, tako da mi menjamo stalno, ali ovo je sjajna ekipa zato što su momci fenomenalni. Chicago, Memphis, Paris, Italy, tako, to su onako mešovit bend, ali su sjajni.
When did you start to play with her?
September. I've only been with her for December. I mean, it's January now, so it's 6 months, 5, 6 months. Yeah, not long. And the funny thing is, she sent me the tape. I mean, she sent me all her music, I'm one of those people who like to listen to it, just get the music in my head before I start learning it. Because, you know, a lot of people get the music and they start trying to play it immediately, but they don't really know the song. So I like to listen to it and, like, you know, get it in my head. So during the time I'm listening to the song, she called me, asked me, "Are you doing okay? You learning the songs okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm just listening to it right now." And she's thinking, like, he's not going to learn this stuff. He's not serious about it. And then when I get to her house, we did the rehearsal, and she was surprised that I was prepared. You know, she named the song, and I'm like, "Okay, 1, 2, 3, I'm ready." So, you know, you got to be prepared. And so I walked in there being prepared.
Šta će svirati se?
Svirat ćemo uglavnom ploče, dve poslednje ploče. Unconditional i Can You Stand the Heat. To je malo miks. Svirat ćemo neke starije stvari, ali dosta roka, bluza, slide gitare, električne gitare, eto tako, balada i slično.
Another day that goes past by, I don't think about you, but what you do to me, baby, what you make me want to. Want it or not, I'm in your possession. I'll try any way I can to get your attention. You're my one and only taboo. You're my latest fashion.
Well, the summertime is coming, and the trees are blooming, and the wild morning time grows around the purple heather.
How audience react when they saw you guitar with beautiful voice, beautiful style that you play?
Yeah, we tend to have very good reactions when people say, like, I normally don't really like this kind of music, but with you guys it's like there's always something happening, but also because we're
looking for that some click, some energy, feel
something
with
to
the
happen
audience.
on the night we play. We don't play.
It's always different. Like crowds are different because we're not really real good known band. You know, we don't have hits and all. So most
like
of the crowds are
accept,
just like cold crowds.
Yeah, or they're not waiting for the hit or the song to come and in that version. So we can just play our music how we feel like it every night. And so something always happens with us and then happens with the crowd. So there's some energy.
Yeah, well, if you leave a lot of things open, so it's not fixed, and you wait for the reaction of the crowd, and then you start playing the song differently. Then you get this energy from the crowd and back and forth, you know, and that's what we try to do.
Improvisation is most important.
You get to improvise
during
because then you're inspired, you know,
Yeah.
and it's all about inspiration, about creativity, and that's what live performance is about, and connecting with the audience that way.
Koliko je stvari tebi bio taj veliki korak koji si napravila kada si stupila u kontakt sa sjajnim producentima koji su sa Stevie Ray Vaughanom radili, Santanom, Buddy Guyem, koliko je stvari to za tebe bilo, onako, preveliko?
Pa znaš, otprilike shvatiš da možeš da radiš šta hoćeš, a istovremeno i moraš da praviš gomilu kompromisa. To znači to, ako imaš velikog producenta, onda je to onako mač sa dve oštrice, ali ja volim da se s tim, znaš, uhvatim u koštac, otprilike. To je bilo tako od početka, ali otprilike shvataš da eto sad ti je šansa, znaš, i ne možeš da je propustiš, da možeš da izneseš sve svoje ideje, ali koliko god oni veliki bili, često su oni isto malo retro i malo su staromodni, tako da ti i dalje moraš da guraš te svoje ideje koje su možda negde malo drugačije nego, ali ja uvek stojim iza sebe, moraš da budeš drugačiji. Nisam američki muzičar, nego sam evropski muzičar i ja nikad ne želim da to negde izgubim.
Who had the most influence on that? What you will play, what you will do in your life?
Ooh, like a person, you mean, or a musician?
A musician or someone else, maybe or someone from your family.
Well, we have one in common, one guy, of course.
Yeah, we all have the same guitar teacher, who's like a mentor for us all. You know, he's like the musical guru for us.
Yeah.
And we all, well, as teenagers, we learned from him. He's a famous blues folk artist.
You can say his name.
Frank Sutherland is his
Frank
name.
Sutherland.
From Amsterdam.
Thank you, Frank.
He's very,
Thank you,
very
Frank.
famous.
He's not very famous, but he's famous amongst musicians for being a great mentor for people and inspiring people to make music. So he was definitely the one that connected us.
He also has a great mind, you know. He knows so much music and so much just facts and art and
You should interview him. You should get him here.
Next year we bring him to Serbia.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Yeah?
And I live in Chicago at the moment. I've been there for the past 13 years almost. Yeah.
But you were born in Washington?
No, I was born in Birmingham, Alabama. I lived there for 1 year and then moved to Washington, D.C. and lived there for a large portion of my life and then moved to Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah.
You know that I was there?
Really?
2011.
Oh, just recently.
Yeah, one of my biggest dreams was to be in one of the best. I was in Kingston Mines.
Oh, okay.
Kingston Mines, and everybody told me that's one of the best blues clubs in the city.
Oh, yeah.
I think, yeah. So I was there. It was really. I don't know. All my dreams and impressions became true. You know, and when I heard on that different stage, it was really great. Yeah.
Kingston Mines is nice, but it's not nice.
It's not like,
no, I would rather play it any day over Kingston Mines. Sorry, Kingston Mines, but the truth is the truth, you know? You know, congratulations for her, though. I mean, just being a woman in the music scene is difficult, you know, to begin with. But to be from a foreign country and come to America and do well is even harder. So I have mad respect for her. I mean, but from whenever I tell people I'm playing with Ana Popovic now, I'm like, oh, well, good for you. That's a very good gig. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. You know, so yeah.
Ja sam bila deo ove Experience Hendrix Tour koja je bila fantastična sa velikim gitaristima kao što je Buddy Guy, Johnny Lang, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Eric Johnson, Zakk Wylde i oni rade novu turneju, nadam se da ću biti deo toga, oni pozivaju jako retko ženske gitariste, tako da je ovo bilo fantastično, da bilo dve turneje. Meni je uvek bio cilj da malo preskočim blues scenu i odem na gitarsku scenu i time se sad bavim u Americi trenutno, takva mi je agencija i uživam u tome. Jer tu nema onih boundaries, nema pravila, sve može, tako da to mi se dopada. Imam 3 projekta ove godine, izlazi nova ploča sa jednim specijalnim gostom odavde, sa ovih prostora. Onda imamo novi DVD koji je već snimljen i snimam jedan veliki album koji će biti samo moj. Da, do septembra bi trebalo da izađe.
What's your plans for the future, for now, for next step?
Well, the next tour is we're going back to Amsterdam to finish the record, and we have 2 weeks for that, and then we go on tour to Japan, New Zealand, and America.
And then touring in Holland again and releasing the album, and then we go to touring with a really great artist, American artist. We're going to be his support in very big venues in England, but we can not tell yet who that is because
we're not allowed to say.
We're not allowed to say yet because he has to release it. First the news. So, but that's coming up. So that's going to be our UK. Big UK tour, so I hope we'll pull it off there.
And hopefully, we're going to release our second album, and hopefully we can come back to Serbia.
3. juna se vraćamo na festival, 3. juna. Ovdje u Mixer House.
Vidjet ćemo se tada, sigurno ja se nadam da ćemo tada imati više.
Super, ja, sve najbolje tebi. Ćao, vidimo se.
About them old revenue men. I don't care for nothing about them old
clever new man.